In this video I want to talk about an Apple TV 4K feature that I haven't really used much historically, but I decided to explore a little bit and found some kind of ins and outs, maybe some value and some challenges with it as well. And that feature is the picture-in-picture. I'm not sure specifically when it was added. I feel like it wasn't that long ago that the picture-in-picture capability was put into tvOS, allowing you to both play something as you normally would, kind of filling your screen like a normal app, but also using another app and displaying its playback video stream information in a small sub window up in one of the corners. Pretty cool, I guess, if you wanted to maybe play some sports, have a news ticker, or something supplemental like that, maybe to some other YouTube, some Techthusiasm videos that you're watching, right, whatever it may be. They did build this into tvOS, but not all of the apps actually support it equally. I'm looking at you, YouTube, but there's some interesting workarounds if you have an iPhone or an iPad in conjunction with your Apple TV, so I figured, hey, why not explore this? Break it all down. Maybe it's useful to you. Hopefully you learned something from this video and take advantage of another built-in feature capability of your Apple TV 4K. All right, so first off, let's get a look at how regular picture-in-picture works in an app that would support it. And of course, an app that you would expect to support it, or all of the apps that you would expect, are the default Apple apps themselves. So I'm in the TV app here. I'm going to go ahead and just basically start up a movie. I apologize, I will have to do some blurring. No active video, and I do have the audio muted. So what we see here is on the far right of the icons, we have this little new icon. The first one there, it has the white box with the black outline and an arrow pointing down to the right into the white box. That's your picture-in-picture box. Real straightforward, actually. You hit that, and immediately your image, your playback image, goes into the picture-in-picture window. Now, I can jump out here. I'm just going to go back to the main menu of the Apple TV, and you can see playback is continuing. There's a couple neat things I can do. If I do hit the home button on the remote, it pops up a couple of control options in that picture-in-picture window. I can close it, I can move it around, but note, I'm just clicking on move here, and there are only 4 positions that it can go in, one of the 4 corners. And if I wanted to return back to full screen watching, I hit the icon on the upper left, which pointing the arrow basically from the smaller screen to the bigger screen. So pretty neat. This basically gives you the ability to throw a piece of video into the UI, move it around, put it wherever you want it to be. And it's pretty neat as well in the terms of that the window, the picture-in-picture window, frames the image that it's displaying. So I'm playing a movie here. It's a CinemaScope extra wide, ultra wide screen movie, and I'm getting basically a CinemaScope picture-in-picture window. So we'll go ahead and close that down, and the picture-in-picture goes away. Now that's all well and good, and maybe you might want to put a movie in picture-in-picture, but probably not. Probably it's going to be something a little more supplemental that you're looking to get in the picture-in-picture window. Perhaps a YouTube video, hey, all those Techthusiasm videos, maybe YouTube TV or something like that. And just for reference, I did check a variety of other apps around here, Disney+, Max, Netflix, and none of them actually include the picture-in-picture icon available in the playback UI overlays that they use. And that goes also for YouTube. And this is really unfortunate that they don't just build it right in to the box itself. So I'm going to go ahead and start one of my own videos here. So this is my most recent home theater tour. And as we can see, if I bring up the iconography options for playing YouTube, I can go to my channel, captions, like, dislike, comments, and so on, settings, but there's nothing here that allows me to just throw the YouTube video into picture-in-picture. Unfortunately, YouTube TV is very much the same. If I go into playback of something and I take a look at my options in the menus, there is no picture-in-picture icon for YouTube TV. So that means I'm not watching the sports game, whatever news tickers and such, that I may want to actually put it in that mode. So how do you get YouTube TV, YouTube to work with picture-in-picture? Well, you use another device. And essentially what I'm going to do here, I'll do this a little bit off screen, but I am going to go ahead and pull up the same YouTube video, the home theater tour. I'm going to start playback here. So I am going to go ahead and start playback of that same YouTube video, the home theater tour, on my phone. But this time I'm going to go ahead and basically cast it. There's the little box with the waves in the upper right hand corner in the YouTube app itself. I'm going to pick AirPlay and Bluetooth devices, and I'm going to go ahead and send this to my living room Apple TV. and there we go. Now the same video is playing. Now again, I just started the same video in the YouTube app, but notice something here. When I'm AirPlaying, I'm actually in Apple's controls. I'm actually kind of in Apple's playback framework. I'm not in YouTube's playback framework. And wouldn't you know it, in this framework there is the picture-in-picture mode. I can go ahead and hit that, and this video will continue to play in picture-in-picture. Now I have the same options. I can move it around the screen like I did before, and as noted earlier, this is a 16:9 image. The box is framed properly for the content that's playing in that video. Now I could go ahead and start another app. Go ahead and jump into the TV app here. Go ahead and start playing Avengers again. And now I've got a movie playing while that YouTube video continues to play up in the corner. Now this does work equally well in the same exact way for YouTube TV. On my phone, on my tablet, on my iPad, I would be able to go to the YouTube TV app, start playback of a given channel, use essentially the same casting control in YouTube, send it to the TV, and I will get this new same playback overlay that is given to me in the Apple Playback framework system. I still do have some controls and such in here. It's not quite the same level of control. It's not giving me access to the YouTube channel, the like and dislike, right? All of those YouTube options. This is a very bare bones AirPlay casting type of interface, but at least I can skip forward, I can skip back, and do the picture-in-picture and simple playback controls of that type, play, pause, and so on. Now if I do hit back out of here, it will cancel out the picture-in-picture that's sitting back on the Apple TV remote, or I can simply just choose to end playback using the phone app itself. So a couple other things to keep in mind with this that I noticed as I was kind of fidgeting around with it is you can't necessarily change channels like in YouTube TV very easily, or depending on what you're doing, really maybe is the better way to say it, depending on what you're doing in the app, you may break the casting connection between your phone and the Apple TV, but it's very easy to just pull it back up and pop things right back into picture-in-picture. So it may not be necessarily the best way to marathon a bunch of YouTube videos in a row, but again, if you're probably looking to put on a sports game, a few hours, a baseball game, basketball game, whatever it may be, that's going to be a pretty stable playback condition. Just let you keep track of the scores, the action, and so on. You can very easily pop it back up to full screen if something interesting happens, but otherwise, do your YouTube watching, watch your TV show, right, the news, whatever it may be, on the main part of the screen. The other thing that I noticed was a little bit, say maybe inconsistent, was where the audio comes from. So when you initially engage something or you cast it to the Apple TV, of course it's going to be playing the audio of that piece of content. When you put it down into the picture-in-picture window, you're going to get the audio of that picture-in-picture window itself too. But then when you start playback of something else, you may find that the picture-in-picture window mutes because the main thing is going to be playing the audio. And it changes a little bit based on what you've selected in the UI, whether you're controlling and commanding the picture-in-picture window or the main window itself. So keep that in mind if you're looking to either like very easily control or say have two audio streams coming from both the picture-in-picture element and the main screen playing element. That's not necessarily always feasible to do it that way. Or you just want to specify or control like where the audio is playing from. It doesn't seem like they gave really granular controls to be able to select that. So keep that in mind depending on how you're intending to use it and what you're playing in which part of the screen. So there's a kind of a quick look at picture-in-picture features on tvOS and Apple TV 4K. Sound off in the comments. Let me know. Do you use this regularly? What's the use case? How do you find yourself using this feature? If you're looking for more Apple TV information, check back on the channel. There's actually an Apple TV playlist, a whole bunch of tips, tricks, settings, recommendations, and so on, as it remains a cornerstone of my home theater use in my living room as well as in my dedicated home theater space. We take a lot of enjoyment out of using the Apple TV here. If you found the video useful, you'd like to support the channel, please look down in the description. You can leave a super thanks, PayPal, Venmo tip, shop at my affiliates like Audio Advice, Amazon, Best Buy, Newegg, and others. Always very much appreciated. Otherwise, please do the regular YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, hit the bell, share the video. Leave that comment, let's discuss about this and any other cool Apple TV tips that you know of that would maybe warrant making a video about. Thanks so much for watching, and come on back for more home theater discussion and fun.